overview of my dual sport. I did pick this up recently. It's a 2014 Honda CRF250L. It did come with several upgrades already, which I was pretty happy with because a lot of these upgrades that were completed is something that I would do. So I was pretty stoked about that. Some of them I may remove, but I'll just kind of do a brief overview of what was done to the bike and kind of give you some information on my next video that I will be shooting on the bike. So just starting off just by looking at it, you can see that there were spoke covers put on. They are plastic. I do think it makes it pop a little bit, and they look decent. I will say some of the issues with having these covers on, it does hold in moisture as well as any mud and grit, so there's potential that it could cause it to rust. And I may remove those. Just these upgrades that were done were from the previous owner, and just to kind of make it a little bit more mine, one, I may remove those just so it prevents the rust, and also just to make it a little bit more of my bike. One of the other upgrades that was completed is the Fmf Exhaust. Pretty happy about that. It is significantly lighter than the stock exhaust, as well as the header. I think it looks really sleek. Exhaust sounds really great. I will get a video of the exhaust. It'll probably be my next video when I do an overview of taking it for a ride. Another upgrade that was completed is this back rack. I think it's pretty nice. It's very, very sturdy. I do plan to try and do some moto camping with this. I know this bike isn't 100% ideal for that, just being a little bit more smaller. But I am going to try to utilize it for some moto camping. So that'll involve strapping a bunch of stuff to this rack, and it's very sturdy. It's bolted in on both sides as well as in the back, so I think it's going to be sufficient for what I need. I'll probably also have a backpack and maybe some other items. Probably strap a cooler to this, and then some of the gear on top of that, which I think will make it sufficient for what I'm going to be needing. One of the other upgrades is this Guts seat, and it is a grip seat. It's fairly comfortable. Longer rides on just the road, like asphalt road, back roads, it's not super comfortable, but this bike is not necessarily built for that. Just it's really to get to the trails, and enjoy yourself on the trails and back dirt roads. So it is comfortable. It's nicer than the stock seat, so I was pretty happy with that. Additionally, it does have upgraded tail light with built. In my opinion, it beats the stock ones that stick out to the side that if you drop your bike they'll break off. Plus it just looks nicer with it. Additionally, it does have some Renthal handlebars and risers. I do like they're a little bit thicker, a little bit more durable for sure, and the risers, whenever you're riding, you're not hunched over as far. You get to set back a little bit more on the bike, especially when you're trying to get to the trails. So that's a pretty nice upgrade. Also, it does have upgraded rear view mirrors. I will say the one on the right, I can't really get adjusted to where I need it to be to see behind me. The one on the left I can adjust fairly easy. The one on the right is probably going to take a little bit more time to get it adjusted where I can see behind me when I'm going down the road. Both the rear shock and the front forks, the internals on the front forks were swapped out. I believe it's just the guts on the inside, but to be honest, I'm not 100% sure on that. And it does say Polysport suspension, so I don't exactly know what that entails. The rear one is adjustable, which is pretty awesome. Right now, the setup, I'm happy. I don't need to adjust it, but if I need to, I can adjust it in the future. Additionally, it does have upgraded Zeta front brake and clutch levers, which are awesome. They're breakaway, so they go forward. So if you drop it, if it goes forward, it wouldn't break. But they are guarded by the hand guards, which are really nice, and they have built-in turn signals for the hand guards as well, which is really, I think pretty neat. And it beats having the stock blinkers on the front that stick out. So it looks, I think, pretty nice. One of the other items, I'm not 100% sure if it's aftermarket or not, but the radiator guard is aluminum. I don't think it came with that stock, but I honestly don't know, but I'm happy with that. Also has a plastic skid plate. I do have an aluminum one as well. I'm happy with it so far, and we'll see if it continues to hold up in the future. Another item, the previous owner went down 1 tooth size on the front sprocket and went up 2 in the back, so it is pretty torquey for a 250L. I will say top speed seems to be about 65. I do need to get my phone out just to verify that the speedometer is actually matching up to the speed that we're actually going. Additionally, it does have a built-in, or I'm sorry, hardwired to the battery, so I could trickle charge this, or I can also plug it in and use this to charge my phone. So I can get a phone holder, put it on the handlebars, and then I can plug in my charger to that, or I could use it for other items as well if I needed to charge a battery, or for a camera, or GPS, something like that. I could use it for that. Other than that, I think that is it for the most part on this bike. I did say in the next video I would do a startup of the bike and a review of the ride. It'll either be that, or I'm going to do a video of changing out the fluid. So I'm going to go ahead and do the brake fluid, the oil, and additionally I'm going to do the coolant. The coolant seems a little bit low, so I was going to go ahead and drain it and put fresh fluid in it. That way, it's all swapped out. I don't have to worry about that. Additionally, I am going to swap out the air filter, just so I know I'm starting with all new fluids, and I know that the bike's getting clean air. Yeah, that's the overview of the 2014 Honda 250L. If you have any questions about the bike, let me know, and I'll try to answer those. But so far I'm fairly happy with it. I'm looking forward to doing some more videos on it, and some rides on the bike and videoing those as well. So thanks a lot for watching.